ఏది డబ్బా నిండాలి.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Open page number 90. We started this inverted commas. Okay, inverted commas come under punctuation marks. What are the different punctuation marks we have?
Full stop, comma.
Question mark.
Good afternoon. Full stop, comma, question mark, exclamatory mark.
Yeah, and also this inverted commas or quotation marks. These also come under as a part of punctuation marks. So inverted commas are also called as punctuation marks, speech marks, or quotes. All these three are one and the same. As we have seen, we use them when we want to quote someone's exact words. For example, this, I have to go, said.
Only 9 members came, ma'am.
Yeah, but I told please join GK class because we have to finish the syllabus. Anyway, I'll keep the recording. They will watch the recording. So when we use these quotation marks, when we want to tell the exact words of the speaker, for example, see this, I have to go, said Meenu. So I have to go, the exact words spoken by Meenu. Even our before example, pick up the litter. Pick up the litter is the exact word spoken by the policeman. So we enclosed in the quotation marks. Clear? Why do we enclose in quotation marks? Okay, so as we have seen, we use them when we want to quote someone's exact words. Here are few points to remember to use inverted commas correctly. And as I said earlier, most of the time we are confused how to use the inverted commas, where to use, and within the inverted commas, what are the rules to be followed. So enclose all the words and the character speaks in the inverted commas. So first what we do, like this, I am leaving tomorrow. So he said I am leaving tomorrow. So the inverted commas should start before the first word and inverted commas should end after the last word. This everyone knows, isn't it? Arshita, where are you looking at? Please, all of you concentrate. So enclose, what do you mean by enclose? Start and end. Enclose. Okay. The words, the exact words should be within the two quotation marks. See, please stop me when you don't understand. Don't simply stare at the monitor. Try to understand. If you don't understand, ma'am, what is this? We didn't understand. Please stop me. Okay. So enclose all the words the character speaks. So this character, he said, I am leaving tomorrow. These are all the words spoken by him in the inverted commas. Next rule, capitalize the first letter of the first word. That means the first letter after the inverted comma should always be
Capital.
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 That means, for example, I show on the board. For example, What's the mistake in this?
Ma'am, you didn't put W as a capital letter.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
you did not keep W as a capital letter.
Yes. 1 second, give me 1 minute. So the first letter after the double quote should be always capital. So this is the mistake I made. Clear? First doubt, first rule, did you understand? What the
Yes,
exact words? Bhagavat,
Yes, ma'am.
Bhagavat. Why are you not asking, why are you not answering when I ask questions during the morning class? Any problem with your audio or video? Bhagavat, unmute and speak. Okay, this is the first rule.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
What happened, Bhagavat? Most of the time you don't speak. Please involve yourself. So enclose all the words the character speaks in the inverted commas and capitalize the first letter of the first word. Then a piece of speech will end in a comma, full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. For example, here, how did it end? Here, see my cursor. How did this end? With a
full stop.
yes,
Full stop.
It can end with either
With a full stop.
comma, question mark, or exclamation mark, and place these marks inside the inverted commas. Don't keep the full stop after the inverted commas. For example, he is saying please mute. He said, I am leaving tomorrow. So keep the full stop here and then end with the.
Keep the inverted commas.
This is wrong.
This is, ma'am, before. This is wrong. It should be.
Before
Yeah.
This is
after.
correct.
Ma'am, it should be
Before
after the
the full stop,
commas.
ma'am, inverted comma.
Yes, this is correct. So a piece of speech will end in comma, full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. Place these marks inside the inverted commas. That means before the inverted commas. Then the next point. If the direct speech comes after the information about who is speaking to whom, place a comma before the first inverted comma. See, this is a direct speech, and who is speaking to whom, place a comma before the first inverted comma. Understood? As soon as you say he said, you should put the comma and then write the inverted comma. Then, if the direct speech is broken up by the information who is speaking, place a comma or question mark or exclamation mark at the end of first speech and a full stop or another comma before the second speech begins. Don't get confused. With the example, I will explain. What's the matter? Comma, Rohan. Then this ended with question mark and it enclosed with double quotation marks, and she asked. This is how you should put comma after the first speech. To whom we are speaking? We are speaking to Rohan. What's the matter, Rohan? She asked. So she was talking to Rohan. For example, see from the textbook, free from our lesson. The Dhobi was saying when the matron was scolding Dhobi for not washing the clothes properly. So how did he answer? What can I do? Comma, madam, question mark, double quotes. The Dhobi defended his washing. That pillowcase has huge patches of ink on it, red ink on it, exclamation. After explanation again, you know how difficult it is to wash off the red ink? I have managed to get the most ink off. Again, exclamation and double quotes. Now let's do some exercises, then you will understand the better. Use the rules you just read to rewrite the joke correctly in your notebook.
And this one
Yeah,
now we
open
have
the
to write
textbook
a
and
notebook or textbook.
here only we should. So open the textbook and see the page number 91, this key. Can you see this key? This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I took my pet bulldog to school yesterday. My teacher was very upset. He said, so after he said, he is giving the direct speech. So put a comma, start the double quotes. You can't bring that dreadful animal in here. Full stop and then end the double quotes. Please do the correction, Charvani. Where are you looking at? Please do this
Ma'am,
correction
should
in
we
the
write
textbook.
it in the notebook?
Not notebook. Directly do the changes in the textbook. Just put comma after he said and then add the double quotes, and at the end after the here word, full stop is already there. So do use the double quotes again. Are you understanding this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Do the changes. Okay, next comes, you won't believe what happened after that. My bulldog spoke to my teacher in front of the whole class. He said, again, he said. So these are the direct words. So once the direct word spoken by the speaker starts, put a comma and then say double quotes. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. This is an exclamatory sentence. So add an exclamatory mark. I brought him. Again, exclamator and then double quotes.
Ma'am, I didn't understood how to write, ma'am.
See, there is nothing when you said, when you read the sentence, when you find the exact word spoken by the speaker, then you need to start the double quotes. Before double quotes, you need to just keep comma. That's it. He said, whenever you find he said, she said, they said, immediately put a comma and then start the double quotes. When you do number of sentences, you will understand. What is that, Naina? What you are doing? I can't see. Wait. I can't see when I'm sharing the page.
Ma'am, I do complete it, ma'am.
Okay. Now then comes, we'll go back to the textbook. Yeah, read Hari's words. Then using this grammar punctuation you have learned in this lesson, rewrite the words in the reported speech. What is reported speech? Direct or indirect?
Indirect.
Indirect.
Indirect speech.
Correct. First sentence. He said, one second, let me go here. He said, I come from a small village in Karnataka. What is the correct sentence in the indirect speech or reported speech? He said that he came from a...
He said he came from the small village in Karnataka.
Yes, right.
He said he comes from a small village near Karnataka. Ma'am, we should rewrite the sentences, ma'am.
Yeah, but where will you write? I'm asking. There is no place here. Where will you write?
Ma'am, we can exact side, ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, between A and B, some places there, right, ma'am? There we can write.
Very less place. You won't write it properly.
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll do one thing.
No, ma'am. Down some places there, no, ma'am. Up we will fit two
Okay.
and there will down three.
See, I'll show you. 1 second, Varshita. See here, 1, A and B you can write here. And now C and D in this box. Anyway, I'm not going to do this writing part. We'll be doing later. C and D and E you can write under this box. What do you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next. So the reported speech or the indirect speech is, He said that he came from a small village in Karnataka. Next comes, he said most days I have to walk long distances to go to school. So he said that most days he had to walk long distances to go to school. Later we are going to do one interesting listening skills, which is there in page number 92. Okay. He said, I come to school by bus every day. He said that he had come to school by bus that day. Shall I forward this later so that you can copy leisurely?
Ma'am,
Okay,
Yeah. He said, my family has
Yes,
lived in
ma'am.
this village for generations. He said that his family, when it comes in direct speech, my family, my will get converted to his family.
His family.
Had lived in that village for generations. And last thing,
Ma'am,
he said, my
right.
sister, his
Ma'am, where we should write D and D, ma'am?
D and E, see A and B, you fill it here. B and C in this box, and E you write down. Okay, A and B here, C and D in the box, E down the box. So last one, he said my sister is learning to drive. He said that his sister was learning how to drive.
Ma'am, when can you show up, ma'am?
Ritvika, are you writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why are you turning here and there?
Completed, ma'am.
Wait. Sharvani, are you writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Then look at the screen and write. And one more thing, I forwarded, I hope you have seen in the group. I forwarded, what all did it? One second.
Ma'am, the class you forwarded a morning's
First,
class, ma'am.
Yeah, morning's class I forwarded, and I forwarded that video which is,
Worksheet.
direct to indirect speech, and I forwarded Sir Lawley's ghost notes. Please do write as soon as possible. And today's video link I forwarded, and I also forwarded the worksheet. Please take your time and do it. You don't need to send the scores. When you click the view score, automatically I will get in the Excel sheet. This is just a practice worksheet.
Ma'am, I done the worksheet, ma'am.
Okay, I will check later.
Ma'am, who is this lady, ma'am?
Hmm?
Ma'am,
No.
ma'am, we are doing punching.
I can't understand, Kyati.
Ma'am, we are doing page number 91, no, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, for me, also fitted in that box only.
Okay, no problem. So, come to this. See, these are the questions. Listening skills. You are going to listen to a ghost story. Before you listen, read the following questions. How old is Ken? What is his father's name? How many people were moving into the new home? The new home used to be a horse stable, a castle, or a palace. Say if the following statements are true or false. And according to the villagers, how many days did people usually live in the castle? Now keep all these questions in the mind and now listen to the story. After listening to the story, we'll come back to this and answer this, try to answer these questions. Okay, all of you ready?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Who is calling ma'am?
Ma'am, you are saying yes, ma'am, no.
Mr. Ray and his 10-year-old son, Ken, were moving into a new house. The house was an old castle. When the locals in the village saw this, they said, "Mr. Ray, you've made a huge mistake."
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Ray and his 10-year-old son, Ken, were moving into a new house. The house was an old castle. When the locals in the village saw this, they said, "Mr. Ray, you've made a huge mistake. The castle is haunted. Nobody has ever lived here for more than a week. You have a little boy. You must leave today." But neither Mr. Ray nor his little boy believed in ghosts. They moved into the house quite happily. The boy spent some time in the stables with the horses. He played in a wild, untamed garden. He made a palace using sticks and flowers, and he pretended to be a king in the palace. The next day, the boy went downstairs and asked the maid of the home for a glass of water and some fruit. She said, "Of course, young master. Here are the best grapes and oranges from the garden. Enjoy them." The boy loved the juicy fruits. The maid continued to talk. She said, "You are very brave, young master. Nobody has dared to come downstairs to the kitchen. There are a few very scary ghosts here." During dinner that night, the little boy struck up a conversation with his father. "Daddy, I've been thinking. I could believe in ghosts. The maid told me there are ghosts in the house." "Son, we don't have a maid," said the father.
I don't understand. So, the maid is
Ghost.
ghost.
Ghost. Ma'am, can you keep it again, ma'am? We didn't understood that.
You didn't understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Really a ghost story, huh? The maid says all the things and the father says we don't have a maid at all.
Mr. Ray and his 10-year-old son, Ken, were moving into a new house. The house was an old castle. When the locals in the village saw this, they said, "Mr. Ray, you've made a huge mistake. The castle is haunted. Nobody has ever lived here for more than a week. You have a little boy. You must leave today." But neither Mr. Ray nor his little boy believed in ghosts. They moved into the house quite happily. The boy spent some time in the stables with the horses. He played in a wild, untamed garden. He made a palace using sticks and flowers, and he pretended to be a king in the palace. The next day, the boy went downstairs and asked the maid of the home for a glass of water and some fruit. She said, "Of course, young master. Here are the best grapes and oranges from the garden. Enjoy them." The boy loved the juicy fruits. The maid continued to talk. She said, "You are very brave, young master. Nobody has dared to come downstairs to the kitchen. There are a few very scary ghosts here." During dinner that night, the little boy struck up a conversation with his father. "Daddy, I've been thinking. I could believe in ghosts. The maid told me there are ghosts in the house." "Son, we don't have a maid," said the father.
Okay. How old is
Ma'am,
he?
very funny.
Ma'am, I got
Ma'am,
for answers, but I didn't get the fourth true or false, ma'am. The garden had not been looked for for a long time, ma'am. That's
First, let me
Yes,
begin.
ma'am, I too got same note.
How old is Ken?
Ma'am,
10, ma'am.
10
10, ma'am.
What is his father's name?
Ray.
Mr. Ray.
How many people were moving into the new home?
2 people.
2 people.
2 people.
The new home used to be?
A castle.
Castle.
Say if the following statements are true or false. The villager said that the castle was a safe place.
False.
They said it's a ghost haunted house. The maid served the boy a few apples and grapes.
False.
Oranges.
False.
Oranges.
False. Grapes and oranges.
She didn't give apples.
False. Not apples and grapes.
Yes. According to the maid, there are a few scary ghosts in the stable.
False. In the kitchen. False. In the kitchen, ma'am.
Let's see.
Ma'am.
False.
one is true.
Ma'am, last one is true because
The
there
garden-
were no people in the castle.
Yeah, the garden has not been looked after for a long time. Yeah, true. And according to the villagers, how many days did people usually live in the castle?
1 week, ma'am.
1 week.
More than a week.
1 week.
Okay. So what will we do? Shall we start a workbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, only 10 minutes left. Can we complete workbook?
We just start. Please mute. See, please, if you're talking, please mute and talk. Please mute and talk.
Mute yourself.
Please, if you want to talk.
Advani, you
anybody,
only.
mute. Okay. Page number 48.
Ma'am, workbook, ma'am.
Okay. So, Sharvani, read that reported speech.
Ma'am,
Sharvani, open textbook, workbook 48 page number, read that. Okay.
ma'am, I was doing.
Karthik, you read.
Ma'am, can I?
Karthik, are you ready? Unmute and read.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, from reported speech.
Yes, we use the exact words.
Okay, ma'am. We use the exact words of the speaker in direct speech, and we retell the matter in our own words in indirect speech. Two verbs commonly used while reporting are told and said.
Yeah. So far we
Example.
have been using said all the time in the indirect speech. Yeah.
Examples. He said that he was cooking dinner. He told me that he was cooking dinner. Did you notice that tell or told has been used in the sentence which mentions the listener? In reported speech, we need not mention the listener when we use say or said. He said that he was cooking. Listener not mentioned. In direct speech, we say Rahim said to me, I will be waiting here.
Okay. Ashit, read the first one. Add, tell or say.
What's the page number?
Yes, ma'am.
48.
Tell or say in the correct form of to the following sentences in reported speech. The teacher is going to tell everyone about the test. Please tell us what's the matter.
Please tell us what the matter is. Okay. Gagan, are you there? Varshit, Gagan, are you there? Pragnesh?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Who is that?
Ma'am, Gagan.
Read the second, C and D.
And D, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
How much time you are taking? C and D. John? Gagan, please unmute and read. Wait.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. I don't know it was muted. John dash that he is leaving tomorrow. John will.
Not will. You need to use tell or say. Read the first sentence. Add, tell or say in the correct form to following sentences in the report speech. So John,
Ma'am, for say can we use here said, ma'am?
yeah, we need to use said. John say we can't use. We have to use the correct form of tell or say.
Okay, ma'am.
So John
Said, ma'am.
okay.
said.
John said that he is leaving tomorrow. Second, D1.
Did you dash anything about the book? Did you say anything about
Yeah,
the
correct.
book?
Did you say anything about it? Aryan, E and F.
They said they were building a big greenhouse for their plants.
Yeah, correct. They said that. F.
He told me how to get to the public library.
Yes. I will show
Ma'am,
the
what
answer.
is the D? Ma'am, what is the D1, ma'am?
I know that you will ask. Let me share the answers. Okay, here there are no answers. Okay, first one is tell, which is already given. B is tell. C is said. D is say. E is said. F is told.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Yes. Bhuvasha, not Bhuvasha. Bhagavat. Please read 49 page number 2 part. Bhagavat. Pragnesh. Varshit. Who's that who said ma'am? Pragnesh, Bhagavat or Varshit?
Ma'am, Pragnesh, ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, Pragnesh.
Read that. Fill in the blanks, fill in the missing words to complete the sentence.
Yes, ma'am. Kavita to Sudha. I want to paint the house. Sudha to Ravi. Kavita said she want to paint the house. Ma'am, Kavita said she want to paint the house.
1 second.
Ma'am, we can write she said she is going to paint the house.
No, this is how you should write. Kavita said she wanted to paint the house. Am I sharing this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then yes. Vaishnavi, second one. Vaishnavi. Manas,
Yes, ma'am.
read.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, if you say I can't ask.
Ma'am?
Read. Lin to Kim.
Ma'am, we cannot see the answers.
No, I'm not showing only, I'm showing only the first answer so that he will guess. Okay, Satvik, you read. He's taking lot of time to read.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, second one, no, ma'am.
Second B.
Yes, ma'am. Lin to Kim. Will you come with me to the Taj Mahal? Kim to Jenny. Lin asked if I wanted to go with her to the Taj Mahal.
No, will become what?
Ma'am, could
Would will be become would. So Len asked if I would go with him or her to the Taj Mahal. Okay, Varshita, C.
Yes, ma'am. Teacher to class. There will be a test tomorrow. Student to mother. Our teacher said there
Will become. Will
They
turn
will-
into what?
ma'am
Would. Second sentence, same thing, right? Will you come with me to Taj Mahal? Would. Yeah. Be a test. Tomorrow means?
the next day.
Very good. Naina, last.
Yes, ma'am. Mother to me. We can go for a movie in the evening. Me to my sister. Mother told me that we wanted to.
No, can will become. Will become would. Can will become.
Can will become.
Will, would, can.
Could.
Yeah,
Could go for a movie in the evening.